There's been a death at Thornbridge Manor. An apparent suicide. The door locked from the inside. But this was a murder.
You little backstabbing prick!
The family has a dark past. The manor is full of old secrets. Any one of them could be the killer. Our target has hired the best detective of our generation to solve the crime. An excellent opportunity to get close. Don't you think, 47?
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here.
Yes.
Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
You can.
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
Well, don't then. Don't say it. I won't hear it.
This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside.
Oh.
I could just cry.
2 seconds. I just need to check my phone. I checked my phone.
To pat you down if you intend to enter this area, sir. We need to keep security tight, sir.
Understood. Completely understand. I know how it is.
Thank you. Please proceed, sir.
No worries. Can I just grab my phone real quick? I seem to have dropped it over here. There we go. I'll just go inside now.
This is off limits, sorry.
Oh.
I'm asking you politely once more to move away.
Yeah, that's more like it. Don't come back.
Okay. Well, this is awkward. Alright, hang on. I'm just going to check my phone again. Is there an open window I can chuck it through or something? I really want my gun. I'm getting better reception over here. Hang on. Aha! Okay, sorry. You know how it is.
This is a stop and search zone.
Busy,
Through here. Please comply, sir.
Yes, no worries. You know how it is. I'm a busy detective. Lots of phone
Won't
calls
take
to
a
make.
second, sir.
As you go ahead and frisk me. All well and good.
Please move on in an orderly fashion.
Yes, I'll move on whatever fashion I want, son. I'll just nip over here. Sorry, I got lost.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen
Ah.
upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
Yes.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler.
Ah, of course you are.
Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible.
Are you sure? He looks more like a
I
Fernsby to me.
understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Ooh, can I have some cucumber sandwiches with the crusts cut off, please? No? Well, why
I prefer
offer?
to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Ugh. Just can't get manor butlers like you used to. No cucumber sandwiches, honestly.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
Bit of a prankster, is she?
Trust
I got you.
that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
That's alright.
Consider her dead when I leave.
Wouldn't want to ruin a good prank. Haha.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Yeah, it's unlocked, I see. But you said it was locked.
Locked room murder mystery 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Sure. I mean, probably the butler, right?
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Why don't I? Alright. I was just... there we go.
Throat
Yep,
markings
he's dead.
indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Hang on, let me put a nice filter on him. Lovely. One for the scrapbook. Alright, what do we got? We've got a chair. Yeah. It's a nice chair. Perfect view of the corpse. Possible that the murderer sat in this chair. Make a note. Knife. Perfect for cutting up cucumbers. Or limes. Why are there so many limes cut up here? Why did he want so many limes before he died? Add that to the notes. I don't have an assistant. I'm just going to keep yelling, add it to the notes. Ah, the suicide note.
Zachary's suicide note.
Let's have a look. I am haunted by horrible past choices and their all-consuming consequences. Alexa was the raft keeping me afloat. Without her, I cannot go on. Goodbye. Signed, Zachary.
Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Yes. Oh, his laptop. And his password is just password.
Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose he does live in an English manor house, which is... I was going to say, who buys Wellington boots? And it's people who live in English manor houses and the countryside buy Wellington boots. So he is exactly the kind of person who would buy Wellington boots. Oh, what a discount, too. Well, $9.99, hang on. I mean, the discount, apart from anything else, is embarrassing. It's like a 1 pence discount. But this dude is quite well off. Who looks at $9.99 Wellington boots when you live in a house like this? Like, these Wellington boots should cost more than my car. What else can we look at in this room? It's all important, suspicious. What were you doing on the night of the murder?
Sir, with all due respect, I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't get out of my face.
That's suspicious. Unnecessary hostility. And the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. I think it was this dude. I could just... anyone spot him if I put... No. Well, just in case he is the criminal, I've eliminated him. That's sometimes the best way to do things. You just... If you eliminate... Hang on. What is it that... Was it Sherlock Holmes that said that? If you eliminate the impossible, what's left must be the possible. Similarly, if you eliminate everyone who's innocent, whoever's left must be guilty. I don't know how I knew to pull that specific book. I suppose it is different from the other book. It's on a timer, okay.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
It's got a glory hole. It's quite deep, though. You'd have to be quite... I mean, you know, this is too deep to be of any use, really. A good glory hole is maybe a couple of centimeters. You'd maybe just poke out the end there. This isn't very good at all. Mansion floor plan.
A photocopy of the...
Oh, well, thank you for telling me how many clues I found and haven't found. I just wanted to read about the floor plan.
Floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Oh, hang on. I said that I still had one more clue. A good detective leaves no corpse left unturned. Which means the last clue must be under the corpse. Get up. Move. Butson, what you got for me?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off.
I don't know how I knew that.
And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died.
What about that security guard? Was he involved at all?
I was alone.
No. Well, you know, I'm sure he was guilty of other crimes.
And their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Nice. Okay. What's up, Patrick?
Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Don't worry about me.
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you?
Oh.
Don't tell Mother, okay?
Where'd that broom go?
She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean,
Dogging.
How the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire
Dogging, I got you.
shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition.
I know, I saw him upstairs. He's very creepy, but then corpses, generally.
You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot.
Death does that to a person.
Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
I love, by the way, this guy's English accent is awful.
I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
That's motive enough for me. Ha.
What would this planet look like if all of us threw shit around like you?
I don't know. I mean, I was just resetting the pool table for you.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to interrupt him. You there. Stop playing the piano. Talk to me. Talk to me. Stop playing the piano.
You smell nicer, but this is still too close.
Well, thank you.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He would never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure.
That was near the bottom of the list of the things I expected him to do.
But he seemed
Wellingtons. I thought buying Wellingtons, that was near the top. But suicide, oh.
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50
Limes.
years?
I would have put eating limes quite high.
Starved.
Limes, Wellingtons.
That's all? I have a speech to write?
Did you notice anything else?
Not suicide.
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Oh, he seems nice. He probably did it.
I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't
I
think
could poison his coffee. I don't know what that would accomplish, though.
My eyes are not working properly. This flicker thing again. You can't tell anyone.
Oh,
The thing is, I've been asked before.
I don't know what Flickr is, really. Is it like Instagram?
It all sounds so unbelievable.
Or is it
Even
like
though Mother is
Pinterest?
still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral. I have to write the eulogy. I don't think I can.
Hang on, I thought you said I wasn't allowed to tell anyone that she was still alive. And he's telling this Cassie
This man should
person.
be disappointed in me.
Oh, whatever, I don't care. This isn't important. Ooh, cake!
I need you, Cassie.
You gonna eat this?
I'm
Hello!
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears
What
some
about,
responsibility for
talking
how
about
this ended.
cacti?
She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad.
Was it
I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone.
Was it
Even
Wellington
Alexa
boot
must
based?
feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe
Did he?
she was dead.
Was he just sad that he didn't have a nice quality pair of Wellington boots, and possibly couldn't afford a pair of nice, strong Wellington boots, and had to buy cheap? Don't walk away from me! I'm talking about Wellingtons, damn it! I'll never get to the bottom of this crime if everyone just keeps walking away from me. Ooh, scones! Oh, hang on, are there scones? No, those are Danishes. That's the plural of a Danish pastry. Those are Danish pastries. I suppose you'd pluralise the pastry part, not the Danishes. I don't think anyone has ever said a Danishes before. Monkey. Oh. Well, that is a monkey that will shoot lasers from its eyes when you press a button, I'm sure. Where's the button? First. Maori paddle. I want to, do you know about the monkey button?
Rebecca Carlisle.
Stop talking on the phone.
Tell me about yesterday evening.
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now,
That would be weird, even for a close family.
Gregory's son disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble.
No, he
Didn't want it to
went
go as
dogging,
well,
it's fine.
but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
No.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar.
Yes.
Do you think he had any friends?
Oh, I thought you meant the book right. I was going to say, writing a book's not, so it's really unusual. Novelists, I mean, what kind of freaks are they? But he had a friend.
Early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
I may have stolen his cheesecake.
I do have to see to.
So hopefully he's not going to get too upset about that. Because I did really enjoy that cheesecake. And I'm not giving it back. And I'm not sorry. You're just a guard. Oh, it looked lovely and bright outside for a second, and then I went outside, and it's just England. Bathroom. I'll take the soap as evidence, thank you. Won't want the suspect cleaning any fingerprints off of a murder weapon. Although I'm pretty sure he said the murder weapon was poison. So it'd be difficult.
How are you?
Difficult to clean fingerprints off of poison with soap. But, you know, as I said, no stones left unturned. Haha, a newspaper. Mine. It's not part of the case, I just didn't have time to buy a copy this morning, and now it's mine. Alright, there's lots of mysterious switches, and I need a thing. Ooh, there's an upstairs. To the upstairs. Let's go. If I was a criminal, this is where I would hide.
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive. Now get the fuck out of my...
Understood. As long as you're alive. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Good. And now I am a bodyguard. Oh, you can still tell that I'm not the bodyguard. Well, this uniform's just useless then, isn't it? Okay. Well, I have officially killed more people than... oh, and he can tell I'm not a bodyguard as well. I'm just going to hide here. Alright, I've officially killed more people than the murderer I am here to find. And I still have one more person to kill. But other than that, I think I'm doing quite well. Okay. That was a waste of time. I didn't need to kill that man. I didn't need to kill the other man either, but I especially didn't need to kill... He did call me an arsehole though, so... I'd say it's 50% justified. 60. Aha! The walking cane. But this is what triggers it.
Now this is interesting, 47.
A letter from Emma's mother found in the room in which Emma and Gregory Carlyle are staying. The letter details Emma's father was the late Montgomery Carlyle, Alexa and Zachary's older brother, and the two younger siblings murdered him. Apparently the two murderers were unaware that Emma's mother was expecting his child. Hang on, I'm confused now. Details of Emma's father, Alexa and... Oh, so Emma's dad was their brother and sister, and then they killed him. Apparently, the two murderers were unaware that Emma's mother was expecting.
Letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this: she claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
And so do I. Sorry, it's why I got into this business in the first place. You know what they say, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Again, her password's just password.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Well, that's an awful coincidence, because that's exactly what she said she was doing. That's convenient. A little too convenient. Painting. Ah, this one's got glory holes as well. So this glory hole looks into the... Oh, I watch the people on the toilet. Nice. Do you two get any work done? Every time I've come down here, you two have been flirting. As soon as I leave, you go back to flirting again. Like, I get it, there's a dead body, but, you know, keep it in your pants. It's annoying, because I found all these buttons when I didn't have... There we go. Nice. For my coin collection. You can just take stuff. Aha!
An old letter, 47. Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly 46 years ago. It states that Alexa Carlyle's older brother, Montgomery, wanted Alexa to become the heir to the Carlyle Empire instead of himself. Interesting. You're an excellent detective, 47. Uncovering truths half a century old.
Hello.
If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlyle that Zachary committed suicide. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her. Or perhaps you feel like digging a bit more.
I want to come to the correct assumption. And then choose or not whether or not to divulge it. Depending on how I feel at the time. Like a real detective. I need to talk to you, but can I have this cake? Alright, well let's talk, and then
Gregory Carlyle,
we can discuss the cake.
Where you were yesterday evening.
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? The only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say.
What about his one friend?
Dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
I'm very tempted to just kill all of them. As I said, if I kill all of them, one of them has to have been the criminal. And I can call this a case solved. And then I can eat all that cake. And no one can stop me. Ha 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 ha. Let's check out the greenhouse.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
Yes, that's what I always do when I'm plotting to kill someone. I make sure to circle incriminating evidence, just to make it easier for the detective. A baseball? A baseball on an English manor lawn? Of all the kinds of ball you could have put there, this isn't the one. No one in England plays baseball. No one. Even the people that do don't want to.
No good's gonna come of it.
You're the one who went dogging. I remember your name.
Chris, he treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick.
In his Land Rover?
Met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick,
Sitting
will you?
on the bench.
She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby.
Mr. Fernsby's office has a lot of wine in it. And a saver. I like Mr. Ferns. Oh, that's probably his office. In fairness, his office still has a lot of wine in it. Mr. Fernsby's list. Let's just kill... What's the name of the guy? Edward. Edward? Gregory? Hang on. Zachary. Oh, hang on. She'll tell me what's on the letter. Or she won't. Hang on. This written by Mr. Fernsby, the butler, details various preparations for tomorrow's pretend funeral and a photo shoot scheduled for today by the Fountain in the Gardens. However, does not match Zachary Carlyle's suicide note. Okay.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
I mean, it's tempting, but honestly, the butler's actually been reasonably nice to me so far, so...
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident.
Mr. Fernsby!
The handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did.
Oh.
Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting.
I always want to do some more detecting. This is the most fun this game's ever been. Oh, the plot's getting so thick. I'm getting so thick. Soap! I'll take all of your damn soap.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47.
Yay, I figured
impressed.
it out.
I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby.
Hang on, there's a couple more photos I need to take. You stop flirting every friggin' time. Just, go and sneak off and do it if you're gonna do it. If you can, do it in one of the glory holes. In front of one of the glory holes. It'll be difficult to... As we've mentioned, the depth of the glory hole makes it difficult to do it with... That's not what you... Well, no, you do that with glory holes. My point is... I need to take some photos. Whatever, the butler.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
If I follow you, what? That was an incomplete sentence, Fernsby. Come on, you're an English butler. You should know better than to fragment. They're not going to want to frisk me, are they? I'd have to... I need to make a phone call if they do.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Here? Oh. Thanks.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat.
Okay, but there's a lot of dudes in here.
Please, go ahead.
Emma.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother, Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No,
Just-
go on.
I found a letter.
I'm not going to make eye contact with you. I'm just going to stare at your
Who
crotch.
was the fiancé of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generation.
Wait, does that make Gregory her cousin?
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think.
You're one to
I
talk.
found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
Case file.
The file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me.
That's on my list too.
Wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt.
Will
I need
do.
some privacy. Thank you.
Nice.
Hello, sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlisle.
Alright. That's easy.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Oh. Bloody England. Out in the countryside. Never get any good reception. Always the way, isn't it? You guys are terrible security guards, by the way. That was quite fun. I liked that. I got to do a murder mystery. And then I created more murders than I solved. But, I assume they'll hire more detectives to then try and solve the 3 murders that I caused whilst I was here. And they'll cause murders, and then I'll have to get private investigators for them in. And so long as each private investigator causes more murders than they solve, it will be a never-ending chain of investigation. Whatever. I did it! Another crime solved for Agent 47. Detective, away!
Down here, I will give you a pickaxe.
Yep.
Where is
We can't learn if you just do it for us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've told you before, hit a tree, you get the wood, and then you can make a wooden pickaxe.
It's
You go
dark,
to your
and you
crafting
told me to
table.
stay by the light.
You do stay by the light.
Oh, it's just like real Christmas. Everyone's arguing.